Hi guys, it is Sunday, so I'm starting a new vlog. It's a cold, crappy day out, like cloudy and blah. But we woke up this morning to Steven's dad calling him. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. What's it gonna be this time? But I'm very glad that he didn't come here. Remember I told you guys he was in Massachusetts taking care of his mother-in-law because her son usually does it and he had COVID. I didn't know that he lived in the same house as her. I thought he came over every day to take care of her, but her son apparently lives in the downstairs part of the house. So when I found that out, I was like, God, I hope he doesn't come here, because even if you're in indirect contact, that's still, I'm so paranoid about this whole thing. So I guess Steven's dad got tested before he could travel back to Vermont to go home, and he was negative. And then once he got home, I guess somebody had to take his mother-in-law to the hospital for some kind of routine thing that she has done, I guess, and she tested positive for it. So then he got tested again, and now he's positive. He doesn't have symptoms yet, but he's all paranoid about it. And I'm like, thank God he did not come here. Thank God. Oh my God. But anyway, he was on Steven again about selling the house and stuff, and he really needs to do it now because he's not working anymore and they're living paycheck to paycheck. Welcome to the club. But he's just gonna go through, like I said, one of those companies that just gives you bottom dollar for it because you're not gonna fix it or do anything to it, just so that he can get money from it. So he wanted to set a timeline this time, and didn't really want to give a definitive date or anything. So Steven was like, how about February? Let's just say February 1st, we'll be out of here by then. So we finally did the crap this morning to apply for the pre-approval for a mortgage. And if we don't get approved, then we're just gonna have to get an apartment, which I really don't want to do, but at least we'll be out of here and not have to worry about getting forced out. I do have one more thing to mention. Yesterday I went outside to get the Dinnerly box because that got delivered yesterday. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I showed you guys the first meal I made with it, the enchiladas, and then what was the second one I did? I can't even remember what it was. There was another one that was good, and then the third one I went to do was chicken, and the chicken didn't smell right, so I threw it out. And I have a thing about chicken where if it smells off, it just immediately goes in the trash because I'm not going to deal with it getting food poisoning or something or being sick from it. So that kind of turned me off of it. And then this week's, it was a chicken enchilada casserole last night, a creamy chicken enchilada casserole, and I wasn't really fond of it. Steven didn't really like it that much either, and he usually loves stuff like that. So then there's a veggie mac and cheese, and there's 2 other chicken dishes this week, which it says to use the chicken within 2 to 3 days, so you have to use the chicken ones first. And then I don't feel like cooking them every single day and want to do something else, and it's just, I don't know how long I'm going to keep it. It might last another week and that's about it. But when I went outside to go get the box, I thought I kicked the thing on the door, the little button on the bottom that keeps the door open, and I didn't kick it hard enough, I guess, and the door came back and slammed on the back of my ankle as I was bringing the box into the house. And oh my God, my ankle was swollen and bloody. I kind of don't want to show you because I have a big band-aid on it right now. I was worried and panicking for a minute, oh my God, did I just break my friggin' ankle? Because it hit hard. It's a heavy door, and it caught me right on the underside of the door. Alright, it doesn't look so bad today. It's all bruised though, and it was pretty swollen yesterday. I'll show you, so there's a warning right now. If you don't want to see a bloody mess, then click away for a minute or so. But this is what it That's what it looks like. Haven't shaved in a few days, so. Hold on, can you see better? Let me turn the light on. That's what happened to my ankle yesterday. Not very fun. I don't even know if you can see that because it's on the front facing camera right now, and good enough. Look how dry my friggin' foot is. That's so gross. No matter what I do, the only thing that really helps is that that Heal Genius foot cream from, what do you call it, Soap and Glory. And I'm so bad about remembering to put that on every night after I take a shower, but when I do remember, it helps that foot dryness. My heels are like ridiculous. Anyway, I did that to myself yesterday, and then I was like, oh, I can't really freaking walk on it. It hurts so much, but it's feeling better today. It's just very like, I have to have the Band-Aid on it because even the Band-Aid is like rubbing against it and aggravating me. But yeah, I did that yesterday, so just wanted to show you guys that. I'm a klutz and make a friggin'... and then I whacked my hip last night on the towel bar in the towel rack in the bathroom, so I'm pretty sure that's a bruise. I can't see because it's like on the back side of my hip, but it still hurts, so I'm sure that's a bruise. The left side of my body is like prone to accidents this week, so yeah, I just thought I would tell you about that. Oh. So this is my lunch for today, which is leftovers from last night's dinnerly meal. Doesn't look as appetizing now as it did last night because I reheated it, but this was roasted veggie mac and cheese. So it's got garlic breadcrumbs, which are supposed to like spread on the top, but I had them in this container already when I threw this in here for leftovers. And then you had to make a cheese sauce. It's got onions, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts, which I normally do not like, but they're good in this. And it was pretty good, and it made enough for leftovers, which is rare with these dinner boxes because they usually only give you enough for two servings, and that's it. I've noticed some of the stuff comes with like 4 servings and you don't get charged anymore for it, which is cool because then you have leftovers, but this wasn't marked as one of those, so I don't know why it made so much. But also I find that they like to waste a lot because like they gave me a big sweet potato and said only use half of it, so I'm like, no one's gonna eat just a half a sweet potato if I leave it in the fridge, so I put the entire sweet potato in. That's probably why I ended up getting more out of it. But yeah, so far so good. I like the stuff that I've made. Like everything's been really good except for we did like an enchilada casserole the other night that wasn't that great. But they're all a lot of work. Like when I got the Home Chef, not Home Chef, why do I always want to say Home Chef? I've never tried the Home Chef one. The HelloFresh one. They had a lot that were like super easy quick meals, like 20-minute things, and then they would have a couple higher difficulty ones. All of these so far have been like, it takes me an hour or more to even prepare everything and cook it. And it's not like the quickest thing at the end of the night, like when I'm cooking, when Steven's about to come home, it just takes me forever, and I don't normally like super intricate recipes. But it's also like opening me up to new things and cooking with stuff I don't usually cook with. Like I never make Brussels sprouts, so yeah. This made me realize that I like them if they're cooked a certain way, so this is pretty good. I'm gonna go eat my lunch now and get back to work. Today is Tuesday, so I'm keeping up with vlogging a little bit every day here. So the mortgage people called Steven while he was on his lunch break, and he was like, I'm on my lunch break right now, and they were like, well, we need longer than that to talk, so they're gonna call us tonight at 6 o'clock. I was like, they can just call me, but I really don't want to make decisions like that when he's not here with me, so I'm so like nervous and excited and stuff, and the stuff is finally happening. we've already decided that like this room is going to be the last thing that gets packed so I can work till like the last possible minute before we move and still be making money and stuff, because obviously now he's going to have to leave his job soon once we figure out where we're going. That's going to be the stressful part, is him finding something once we're up there. And he just texted me something else, so let me come right back. Okay, so obviously, like I've been talking about, I've been researching the few towns up there that we've been looking at that have, like there's a handful of towns that have everything we need in the town, because like I've said, I would like to live out in the boonies, but I don't want to be so far away from everything that it takes like an hour drive to get to the grocery store and stuff. So like the towns that I've picked, or that we've picked and decided on, are towns that have like, they have grocery stores, they have a Walmart, they have restaurants, stuff like that. Not that restaurants matter right now anyway, because we're not eating in restaurants, but you know what I mean. So like the towns that I've researched, there's some stuff that he could do, but like it's gonna all depend on, hey, is this place hiring right now? Because like I looked on Indeed and there's not a ton of work up there for him. So again, that's like what I was saying, maybe like we can start off with him helping me with my stuff, and then I'll be able to like have more sales and take more orders because everything's going faster and more smoothly, and then just keep looking for a job for him while we're up there. I'm hoping that like when we talk to them, the fact that my business can move with me is going to be a selling point for them to give us a loan, because it's going to, all I keep thinking about is he's going to tell them, yeah, he just started this job, but now he's leaving it because he wants to move to Maine and he doesn't know what he's going to do up there. I feel like that's going to screw us when it comes to this. But I also feel like if they weren't going to approve us, they would have just told him, hey, forget it, like just now when he talked to them. So I don't know, I can't focus on anything right now. So I am making a homemade caramel sauce because I'm gonna make my cheesecake today, and this kind of has to be made first because the longer you leave it in the fridge to cool off, the thicker it gets. So if you ever wanted to know how to make caramel sauce on your own at home, it's super easy, but like very time sensitive, so you have to keep an eye on it and constantly stir it. This is just a cup of sugar, and you keep stirring it until it's all melted and a little bit brown, but you can't let it get too brown because then it gets like burnt tasting. So you just keep doing this until everything is melted and like liquidy, and then you add 6 tablespoons of butter, which is right there. I just use margarine. We never use like real butter, which is probably, I'm sure it would taste better, but margarine is a little bit better for you. And then you take it off the heat once it's all melted and liquidy. You add the butter, mix it all in until it's completely melted, and then you add half a cup of room temperature heavy whipping cream, and that's it. You just stir it all up, and then you put it in like a little container like this and put it in the fridge and use it for anything you want. You can put it on ice cream, cakes, cookies, whatever. I'm using it for the top of my cheesecake this time and hoping it'll come out good that way, because the last time I made this cheesecake was the first time I made it this way. I kind of like made my own concoction of cheesecake recipe, and I swirled this into the cheesecake batter, and while it tasted really good, it wasn't as caramelly as I wanted it to be, because the caramel all melted and like seeped to the bottom of the cheesecake, and a lot of it like leaked out of the springform pan. So it's weird looking at this through my screen because it's a little delayed, but this is going to get going here in a second and I'll have to get it off the heat, so I just figured I'd share how to make a really easy caramel recipe. And then this is what it looks like when it's done. It's pretty thin right now, but it's piping hot, so once you put it in the refrigerator for a few hours, it gets really thick, and then you can spread it on whatever you want. Hey guys, it is Wednesday. Aiden only has a half day of school today, so we're already done. So last night, Steven was on the phone with the mortgage guy for like an hour, maybe more than that. I don't know. He was really nice and talking to Steven about like random stuff and everything. Because Steven can talk your ear off. I'm the total opposite when I'm talking to a stranger. I'm just like, yep, okay. That's why he does all this stuff and not me. But it was so late when he ended up calling back that like he took all the information, like all our, not paperwork because we're not seeing him in person, but like all our information and like credit information and all that stuff that makes me super stressed. And then he was like, I don't know if I can get back to you tonight. And he didn't end up getting back to us last night, so we were like sitting there waiting, not being able to sit still. And then he's supposed to get in touch with us today, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling now that it took so long. Like, I thought he was gonna call us back in like 40 minutes or something like that, and it didn't happen because it started getting too late. And they can't like legally call you after 9 p.m., I guess. So, I don't know. I'm still nervous. I'm still feel exactly the same as I did yesterday when I was sitting here saying I can't concentrate on anything. I already made my cheesecake though, so I mean it's in the oven now, but I made the caramel sauce, and then what I do with it is once the cheesecake is all done and cooled, I'll put it in the fridge to like really firm up and be totally cold, and then once it's totally cold, I'm gonna put the caramel sauce all over the top and then make a design with hot fudge, like the Smucker's hot fudge stuff. So that's the way I'm doing it this time, because the last time I made that cheesecake I did it differently and it didn't work out as good. It was still delicious, but the caramel sauce kind of got lost in there because it all dripped to the bottom. So it should be better this time, and I think this time I will have perfected the way that I make this particular cheesecake. But after that, I gotta make the mashed potatoes because I said I would make those and bring them. And we might do some cookies. That I got hiccups. That Galaxy cookie kit that I had shown you guys, we still haven't made those, so I was thinking of making those and bringing them because I know my uncle doesn't like cheesecake. But like, it's just gonna be me and Steven going to my grandma and my uncle, so it's not like we have a giant family gathering or anything. My brother's gonna come and pick up a plate, I guess, because he lives like in the city and he works in the city, and they're like in the red zone right now. I guess most places are in the red zone right now, but my grandma's still paranoid and doesn't want to have him in the house and everything, so it's weird Thanksgiving this year. And then Friday, I'm gonna work on boxing up the rest of these orders. I have a pile behind me. How many do I have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 boxes right now that need to go to the post office. I can stick a few of them in the mailbox for Friday. There's already, my mailbox is full for today, and then whatever doesn't fit is going to the post office on Saturday. So I'm in pretty good shape to be able to do my Black Friday sale as long as I get these done between today and Friday, which I think I should be able to do, because the stack was like this of friggin' what do you call it? Packing slips. So these are just Etsy, which has been steady but not as much, and then this is what I have left for my website, which is nothing compared to what it was, so I am pretty confident I can get these done between today, tomorrow, and Friday. A big chunk of tomorrow is going to be lost because we're going to be at my grandma's, but as much as I can do when we get home is what I will finish. So that's that. I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving, because by the time you're watching this it will already be over. But yeah, I'm gonna go figure out something to make for lunch now because I'm starving. It's almost 11. I got up super early today. I don't know why. I kind of woke up when... If I don't like fully wake up when Steven goes to work, then I'll fall back asleep, but if he talks to me or something, then I'm too awake and I can't fall asleep. So like this morning, he had gone outside to go leave, and then he knocked on the door again because he locks it when he leaves. And the FedEx guy had left a box at the end of the driveway again. I don't know why. There's one FedEx guy that does that, and like it was a light box, it wasn't something heavy, so I don't, it's like he just chucked it out of the truck and kept driving or something. I don't get it. I don't know why they're leaving packages at the end of the driveway like that, but like he came back in to bring it in. It's just, if you know how the front is set up, it's just weird that they would leave it at the end of the driveway. Like, hold on, I'll show you. They left it over there where our trash bins are. Like, why? Bring it to the front door or just bring it to the stoop or something. Why would you leave it at the end of the driveway? Like, he had to physically get out and get it. He got in the Jeep to leave, and then he noticed that the box was there, so he had to get out and get it to bring it in the house. So yeah, it was weird, but as long as I got it right, I'm not complaining. All that was in the box was my bubble wrap, like my big thing of bubble wrap, which is awesome because I ran out of it last night on the last order that I packed. So I'm glad it came today and I didn't have to wait because there's no mail tomorrow. So now I can finish everything. And actually my boxes are supposed to come today too, because my little 4x4 boxes that I've been going through a ton of them because everybody's been buying eyeshadows, so I can fit like, I want to say like 12 eyeshadows in one of those boxes the way I package them. This is like a little stack of 4 eyeshadows in the sleeves and bubble wrapped. And doing it this way has been awesome because it's made it so that nothing breaks. So I ordered like 100 more of those boxes and they're supposed to come today. So everything will be here before the holiday so that I can just work and get everything packaged. And then I made these for winter time. Well, for Christmas, I guess. These are little stickers that go in every order. They just say prettiesforyourface.com. I like to do like seasonal ones. So like the last ones were autumn, and I did 2 different autumn ones, and then now I've got these. And oh, the one other thing I'm waiting for is my label paper, because I thought I had another stack of it, and I do not. So that's great. I have one sheet of label paper left, but luckily I get that from Amazon, so it should be here today. We are decorating our Galaxy cookies now. They came out pretty cool. They have like a chunk of white chocolate on the inside, and then and you're getting it all over the floor. We're gonna have to sweep after. They're purple and blue, and then they have white chocolate. Haven't tried them yet, so I don't know how they taste, but they look pretty cool.
Is that all?
Okay, all done. So here is the cheesecake all finished. I put a little bit too much chocolate over there, but it came out really good. It kind of fell a little bit, but that worked out to my advantage. Can you pause that for a sec? It kind of worked out to my advantage because then I had a little crater to put all the caramel in. And then it just drizzled hot fudge around the edges. And you want to try cheesecake? I don't know if you'll like it, but it's good. So that was my big thing that I made. And then
it's cold.
Did we show the cookies? Did Dad take them? Oh no, they're over here.
It's cold.
Well, the chocolate is hot because I just put it on there. That's what the cookies look like. Super cute. I haven't tried one yet. I have 2 containers of them because we're going to leave one here and take one to my grandma's. But I cannot wait to have a piece of cheesecake, and I'm probably going to cheat and have one tonight. Because cheesecake is my favorite. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say now.
Hello, ladies.
You want to talk? You can talk.
You bet your ass I'm coming up in May.
No one's gonna get that unless they watch your mom's house.
Well, I know my appearances are
Sparse.
as sparse is a nice way to put it, I guess. But it's Thanksgiving and we're on our way to Nani's house, Megan's grandmother's. Some turkey-ness and we got some very nice news last night. So we're gonna buy a house.
Finally!
We got pre-approved for like 50% more than I actually needed.
We just don't know which house yet because that one that I was talking about.
I know options, right?
The one that I was talking about is off the market again, so I don't know what's going on with it, but it's on. I can reach the thing. Oh, look how dusty this is.
Hello, everyone.
Food. Sorry, I'm dusting it so you can't see how filthy the Jeep is right now. Okay.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We were trying to record before, but it started pouring out and it was really loud, so I'm gonna redo this part. I think it only has one bath. I think it was an upstairs bathroom.
See, we see so many I can't remember anymore.
Because it's the one that has like all the built-in shelving in the bathroom, and then it's got a tub and a shower and the toilet like off to the side.
I don't remember. We found it last night. We were super stoked about it. But
It's just
yeah,
better
I
now
mean,
because we know how much we can look for instead of just blindly looking for houses. So it's gonna happen soon. It is bumpy.
yeah, it's gonna happen soon. Daddy promised Mommy a house.
Mommy was very skeptical that we would get one.
It's because you don't believe in yourself. All right, that's why you don't believe in yourself. If I believe that I could fly,
We'll try some
then you
fence.
watch. I can fly. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm doing 86.
Yeah, there's probably cops out now, so
Just drop us down to 75.
yeah, we don't need a speeding ticket right now. We need all the money we can get. I'm having a Black
aren't
Friday
speeding
sale
fines-
tomorrow.
Our speeding fines doubled on a holiday.
I think so. But I'm having a Black Friday sale tomorrow, which by the time this goes up, it'll already be over. But I got caught up on all those orders from the last sale. I did it in 2 weeks instead of 3, like I thought it was going to take me. So I'm proud of that. I busted my ass all week to finish all the sale orders. What else?
More than likely, once we move to Maine, I'm probably going to scale down to a part-time job, and I am going to come work for the family business.
The family business.
The family business. You know, just kind of helping out. And so she's been having to shut her shop down after some of her big sales. She's just one
I
person.
can't keep up. But now it has, since I put that 2 to 3 week turnaround time, like warning notice on there, it hasn't been as bad because then I don't feel as stressed to have to get the stuff out in a week or less, like I normally do. But when I had like sparse sales, I was shipping them next day, and people kind of got used to that. And then as it grew, it's more like you have people that don't. Really? You have people that don't read things. Like I always have a thing at the top that says the turnaround time, and it said like 2 weeks before, and people weren't reading it, and they're like, I ordered it 2 days ago. Did you ship it yet? No. Do you realize the workload that I have right now? I'm not gonna skip over everyone
Well, we
else's
want to kind of
go to your
avoid that.
order.
Is the point. We,
Yeah, the longer turnaround
I mean,
time.
she's missing out on sales because
I'm shutting down, but
I mean,
don't wanna have
she's
to
just
shut it
she's so
anymore.
busy. You know, that's not a bad thing to have. It's not a bad thing to have.
no, I
you
just
know,
need extra arms.
will I give
Octopus
you?
arms.
I'll give you 2 more arms, maybe a third if you're lucky.
Oh my god. You're not funny.
Then why are you smiling?
It's just stupid. So stupid.
You're so stuffed.
I know. I need to like.
God, like I don't know if they know. I just lost like 35 pounds, and now my stomach is like super small. Not like me being flat. I just mean my actual stomach is smaller than it was before. Because I just tried to have Thanksgiving dinner, and I tapped out a third of the way in.
Yeah, not even half of it.
I'm already exhausted.
What?
I'm already exhausted.
It's the damn turkey. Turkey makes me sleepy.
I don't care what anybody says about the levels of what's that shit called? Tryptophan, yeah. I don't care what anybody says about those levels. When you eat turkey, you pass out. Period. It's not because you gorged.
Because you gorged. You gorged. What? Is it funny?
Yeah. Yeah, so we're super excited, man. You know, we're gonna. The point is to get ourselves out from underneath the thumb of people within our own family. You know, like I live in a house that is owned by my dad, which I'm now under his thumb just because. You know. So the only thumb we're gonna be under is the state and local government.
Yep. I can't wait for you to tell your father that we got a house. He's gonna be so excited to tell him because he seems to think we can't get one on our own, and he had no problem if we were just gonna have to go to a crappy apartment again.
Nobody thought. Not one person was like, "Oh yeah, I think you can fucking do that. Yeah, I think you can make it."
Language.
Thank you.
Hey.
You're smart.
What? Did it stop? No. What are you pointing?
Come off it.
You want to shut it off?
No, I was gonna do that when you began to talk, just to fucking make you stop.
No.
But you didn't fall for it.
Sorry.
No, you're not. The house.
Did it on our own.
Never
Don't go
trust
by Credit Karma. 'Cause
Never
it's not
trust
correct
Credit Karma. It
at
is
all.
always
When we went to
wrong.
buy the Jeep, we weren't sure we were going to get approved for the loan for the Jeep because we thought his credit score was way lower than what it was. And like it came back and it was like 6 something.
I was almost 650 at that point.
The guy at the car place was like, don't ever go by Credit Karma because it's not correct. That's why it's free. It's not correct information. If you're actually going to do like a credit check thing, you got to do one of the ones that you pay for because the free ones don't give you correct info.
So yeah, that's the big news. Ugh.
We're super excited about it. We're just sleeping right now.
For 2 days. Pacing back and forth.
Yeah, because the mortgage guy was friggin'. He would say he was going to call back, and then he didn't call back that night, and then he was supposed to call you the next day, and you ended up calling him.
But it's gonna be awesome, babe. We're gonna have our own spot, you know.